Hello, everybody. Now I'll talk a little bit about this study in which we investigated the way individuals use their weapons affect the relative importance of weapons for contest resolution. But as you can guess, we are talking about agonistic interactions, and in many species that fight for access to some type of resources, individuals may use structures specifically to affect their rivals during the interaction, and we call these structures weapons. And due to their specific use during the fights, most of us believe that weapons are important for determining victory, and the individual with the greatest weapons should win the contest in most of the situations. However, if we look at the ways that the behaviors adopted by individuals during the interactions, we may see a great variation among species. For example, in this stag beetle, males use their enlarged mandibles to lift their individuals and throw them away from the territories, while in this lizard species, individuals use their mouth to mainly for squeezing their rivals during the fight, as you will see in this video. So based on this variation, the ways individuals use the weapons, we made our main question of this study, in which we asked if the way the individuals use their weapons during the fight affect the relative importance of weapons for contest resolution. For this, we did a meta-analysis and we searched for articles involving agonistic interactions among individuals. And these articles, we gathered information about mean trait values for weapon body size of winners and losers. And we were able to gather information for 33 species. After this, we looked at the behaviors adopted by the individuals and identified the main behaviors or the main ways individuals use their weapons during the interaction. And we identified species in which weapons are used for prying, for pushing, for piercing, for impacting, causing damage on the rivals, and also for squeezing. In many species, individuals may use the weapons for more than one function, but at this point we were interested in identifying the main usage of the weapons during the fight. And for this, we separated this weapon usage into two groups. The first one that comprises individuals that use weapons for prying and pushing, and we call this group pushing weapons in general. The second group that involved piercing, squeezing, and impacting, and we call these injuring weapons. Our impression here is that for pushing weapons, body size is very important for determining victory because for the weapon to work properly, individuals may have a proportional body that work as a lever during the fight. However, for species that use weapons for injuring, the weapon could be more independent of the body. So this is true. We have this main expectation uh, depicted in this figure. Here we have the main difference between winners and losers of contests, and here I have information for weapon and body size. Here's the zero line, for which if the value falls in this line, it means that winners do not differ from losers. And if weapons are more important than the body, we expect that the mean difference between winners and losers should be higher for weapon size than for body size when combined many different species. And if weapons are less important than the body, we expect the opposite pattern. So here's what we found. We have on the y-axis if the fight involved injury or pushing weapons, and the information depicted for body and weapon size. And on the x-axis, the mean difference between winners and losers. For injury weapons, we did not find difference between body and weapon size between winners and losers. And the same occurred when we investigated the relationship for pushing weapons. However, the difference between winners and losers for pushing weapons were higher than the difference between winners and losers for injury weapons. But basically, we did not find any of our predictions at this point, but we have two main questions after seeing this result. The first one is why difference between winners and losers in weapon size were similar to difference in body size. In the sense, we imagine that for a weapon to work properly, it may have an optimal proportion to body size, and this seems to be more important than the way the weapon is used during the fight to affect weapon morphology and its importance during the interaction. The second question is why difference between winners and losers were higher for pushing than for injuring weapons. Here, we suggest that individual skill may be important, basically more important for injuring fights than for pushing fights. Because injuring fights involve weapons that may cause damage, sometimes an individual may be more skilled to hit the opponent and cause serious damage. In this sense, even if this individual has a smaller weapon, it may improve its chance to win the fight, and then the mean difference between winners and losers should be smaller for this group of species. I would like to thank all the people that contributed to fruitful discussions about this study during its development, and also the foundations and institutions that gave us financial support. Thank you very much.